Hello everyone, welcome back to another installation guide. Today we're going to be installing the highly requested Mark III Tiguan interior shifter console overlay. As per usual, you will need 5 things to install this kit: a microfiber cloth, a squeegee, alcohol wipes, a micro squeegee, and a popping pen. Let's get right into the installation. Step 1 to every installation is to prep your surface with the provided alcohol wipes. It's very important that you get into each crevice and then use that micro squeegee to get into every single corner, nick and cranny that you possibly can. Our hands, our arms, our fingers, they spread a lot of oil and debris all over the console, and it's really important that you just get in there and make sure it's nice and tidy. An important step that most people often forget is to lift up that armrest and get into those crevices. Dirt gets trapped into there and so does oil, and it's really important to get in there and make sure it's nice and clean. Lastly, you can go over the entire console one more time with that microfiber cloth and you should be ready to start off this installation. Step 2 of the installation guide is to peel off the center portion of the overlay, which will go right where the gear selector is. It's very important for this step that instead of lining up the middle of the overlay, you're actually going to line up the edge. After doing so, the rest of the overlay should fall right into place, and you can really just use your finger to guide it all in. After you're satisfied with the placement of the vinyl, you can use your thumb or your finger to tack down the vinyl and ensure that it is nice and stuck down to the console. After you're done, simply remove the masking and you finish step 2. Moving on to step 3, which is the tray overlay. You should start by aligning about 1 to 2 millimeters over the bottom of the tray. And after you're done, you can use your finger to tack down the vinyl and slowly tuck it in with your micro squeegee. It's important to note the technique that you should be using when tucking the vinyl. Instead of fully tucking it in, you should be slicing the vinyl or cutting it into motion. You'll notice that some of the masking bubbles up or doesn't look like it's laid down, but you have nothing to worry about. Once you peel it back as shown here, you'll see the vinyl lays down nice and easy. Moving on to the most intimidating looking piece of the installation, yet probably one of the easiest, is this spider looking thing. The goal here is to try and tack down all of the arms by creating tension in the middle, and after you create that tension, you can fully start to align the middle of the overlay first, and then this will allow you to start this piece off with success. It's really important that you just align the edges of the middle piece and the rest will fall into place. As shown in the beginning of the video, when we were cleaning the center console, we lifted up that armrest. The reason for this is because the arms of the overlay actually get lined up to the very edge of the inside of the armrest, as well as to the edge of the center console. So you're going to follow the same process as we showed for the centerpiece. You're actually going to line up the edge first, and the rest will fall right into place. As shown before, after you're finished aligning the vinyl, or after you're satisfied with the placement, you can use your thumb or your finger to actually tack down the vinyl and work it in. Following the same steps as before, you're going to align the edge of the overlay to the center console, and this will give you the best success or the best guideline to install this piece. Use your micro squeegee to tuck this little corner in. Follow the same steps as previously mentioned. Align the vinyl to the edge of the center console, and make sure you use a micro squeegee to tuck in the little corner. Moving on to one of the finishing steps of this installation is to use your thumb or finger to fold down the inner portion of the vinyl. As shown in previous steps, you're not just folding the vinyl down, you're using your finger or your thumb as a cutting motion. What this will do is help avoid creases or bubbles when installing the vinyl. After completing this step, simply remove the masking and you can move on to heat treating and working on the finishing touches for this installation. The very last step of this installation is to use that Badgeskins popping pen and to pop a few holes into those bubbles, hit it with some heat, and go over it with your thumb. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.